Hey, this week on Clinic Chats, I want to talk about biogeometry briefly. Hey, I'm Eloise Ansell. I am an intuitive healer based in the UK, and welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're coming back, hi. So it struck me the other day that I haven't put anything out for a while around biogeometry, and I love biogeometry. So I want to talk briefly about it and talk a little bit about how I use it in my work. So, if you've gone through my most popular videos on my channel, they're mainly about biogeometry. And I don't really talk about it like week to week, but it's something that's very dear to my heart and I love. So, for many years, I brought Chris Attard to the UK for biogeometry classes. Now, obviously, we've had COVID and loads of things going on. And at the moment, I haven't been able to get a class with him up and running, but those of you biogeometry fans, watch this space because I'm hoping later in 2024 we can have another live class. I'm working on it. So if you're here in the UK, I know a lot of people don't want to take the class online and they want to come and take it in person. So if you're one of those people that's clicked on this video going, is there going to be a class soon? Watch the space. There's a link below if you want to get on my biogeometry mailing list. I only email you about biogeometry stuff unless you're on my mailing list for other things. So if you want to know about the class, sign up there and you will be the first to know. But I am cooking something up for 2024, so get excited. The class will be in Brighton because that's where I am. So you can have some nice time by the beach in funky Brighton. Anyway, it will be later in the year. We are looking at September. So you heard it here first. Now, meanwhile, for those of you who don't know anything about biogeometry, I always kind of summarize it as the physics of quality. So everything in the universe has a frequency. We have frequency. My pen has a frequency. Like everything has got a frequency to it. And biogeometry is looking at kind of working with the energies of the universe and harmonizing things. Now, Dr. Karim, the founder of biogeometry, who wrote this amazing book called Back to the Future of Mankind, you can see I've got notes in here because I reference it quite a bit when I'm teaching. There's a lovely photo of Dr. Karim there. He is an architect, and he always says if we had healthy homes, we wouldn't need hospitals. And I just love that. And for me, that kind of summarizes what we're looking at here. If we live in a lovely balanced home, things just feel more ease. And I, when I first discovered biogeometry, I used all the tools on my first home. And when it came time to move, I even had delivery drivers in tears that I was leaving. I was like, what is going on? And then I realized I've been like healing and harmonizing probably the whole street for years. Everybody was so upset that I was leaving. It's very strange. Like all my neighbors were trying to buy my house. Like it all got very weird. It was because it was so lovely. The feeling of it. Now, my current flat, obviously biogeometrized, and anyone who stays here is like, oh, I've had the best night's sleep. Like everybody loves my home. And it's partly because we've done a little bit of work to it. So if you ever feel drawn, come to a class, learn some of the basics, or just, pick up one of the books and look at it. There are really simple, easy, cheap things that you can do, but you need to do some training sometimes to implement those. Now, you can get a practitioner to come to your home and balance it. I don't do that. But what I use biogeometry a lot for is in my healing sessions. So, if you're new to my world, hi, I'm an intuitive healer. So, I work a lot doing distance healing on people, both one-on-one and group stuff. And quite often, when I'm tuning into someone's body, I'm asking their body what would be the easiest way of clearing the blocks so that their body can heal itself. And sometimes the bodies choose something from the biogeometry world, and it's quite fun. Now, wind back time to my first biogeometry class. Chris was teaching and he said, right, we're going to learn this tool next, which if you're a healer might come up in your sessions because there were a lot of healers in the class. And my ears prick up. I'm like, oh, what are we going to do? This sounds good. Chris starts explaining the tool. And I sit there going, I did that 2 years ago. I was working on this guy in my London clinic back when I did face-to-face clinic. Although we do a bit if you ever want to come to Brighton. But I was working on this client and his body started directing me to do this really, to me, weird set of things. And he was pretty open to stuff. He was, like a very open guy. So I was like, your body's teaching me to do some strange stuff. It was back when I wasn't used to that happening, like it wasn't anything out my toolkit. And I was like, what are we doing? So his body started directing me to do this chain of events. And I was like, well, I'm just going to go with it. 2 years later, I'm in class. Chris starts explaining exactly what I did to his body. And I was sat there going, what? And I put my hand up and went, Chris, I did this 2 years ago in clinic. And he was like, well, if it's a really powerful, potent technique, your energy already knows that you're going to learn it. And if you look in quantum physics, time doesn't exist. So I was already tapping into the knowledge of it because it was such a powerful, potent tool. Now, obviously, now I know how it works and I know all the background to it. It's more potent, I guess, when I do it, and I can do it properly because I know what I'm doing. So I use this tool a lot for clearing houses, clearing stuck energy in bodies. Like if anything, any tech's having an issue, I use this tool on it. But it's really good for bodies and homes. I do house clearing as well if needed. Pets, like just clearing stuck energy from people. It's really cool. So that's one way that biogeometry shows up in my healing sessions. But I'm always open to wherever I'm taking in a session. And for me, biogeometry is a core set of knowledge that I refer to a lot, but it really enabled and changed my viewpoint on what is possible in clinic. It really did and does continue to expand my awareness and give me tools to use on my one-on-one clients and my group sessions. Now, biogeometry isn't set up as a healing modality, but it has elements of things that you can use to heal, including biosignatures. I couldn't find my biosignature book, but if you ever see all my rings that I wear, you can see all these little, I get told off for calling them squiggles, but they're little marks. These are all biogeometry signatures, and you can use those for healing as well. So there's a lot of stuff that can come up in a session that's kind of from my biogeometry toolkit. And if you're interested, go and dive into the books. There are loads of videos. And on my channel, I've got some interviews with Chris. There's a couple with the audio's terrible. I put them out anyway because the information's there. But I haven't worked out how to correct them. If anyone knows how to, let me know. Anyone does just complain about the audio. And I'm like, I do say the audio is terrible. It's one of those freak days where the camera just didn't, the audio just didn't work. Anyway, I digress. So I wanted to just explain a little bit about my process in clinic because I really do go anywhere in clinic. Your body can teach me to do stuff that I haven't physically learned yet. So everyone's always like, oh, what modalities do you use? I'm like, I have no idea some days because I'm told to do things and I have no idea what they are. And then I learn them later on down the line. It is very cool. And so I probably do loads of modalities that I don't know. But bodies teach me stuff all the time. But biogeometry, definitely something worth looking into. If you're interested in how the world works and interested in, making your life and body and health more ease and your home more delicious to live in, definitely something to dive into. And as the class kind of firms up, we'll do some more videos on biogeometry. We'll get some more interviews done. So watch out for those as well. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss them. Although most of the time I am talking about my clinic and intuition. Every now and again I kind of cycle back around to biogeometry. So, any questions, please put them in the comments. And if you want to book a session, I will put a link to a video where I explain what I can do a session on and a link to booking session information on my website. My prices are going to be going up soon for new clients. So if you want to lock in my current price, which I've been charging new clients since 2017, so it's time for an increase. If you want to book in and get that rate for the whole of 2024, book some sessions now, and then I will honour that rate for the remainder of the year. So if you're interested in booking a session, do it now. Just want to be completely honest and tell you that I am putting my prices up soon. So if you're watching this in the future, sorry, you might have missed the window. There's always discounts if you block book. So if you want to give your body a bit of a spring clean, and I would be honoured to do a session for anyone. So just wanted to talk briefly about biogeometry in my toolkit, but there's so many things in my toolkit. Any information that I have, it could be a YouTube video, it could be it all kind of gets sucked into my toolkit. It's very fun. And then your body directs me as to what it needs. It's very cute. Anyway, sending you lots of love. Any questions, as I said, put them below. Drop me an email if you want to know more. And I look forward to catching up with you soon. And if you're interested in how the world works, as I said, check out biogeometry. I will put some links below to books and things like that, so you can go and have a look at them and see if, you can probably read the first chapter for free. But Dr. Groom has many, many videos, as do some of the other instructors on YouTube. So go and dig through it all, and it's fascinating subject. It really is cool. I could talk all day. Right, I'll stop. Right, take care. Lots of love. Bye.